gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now, it's time!
And welcome everyone to the Circle of Debate MMA podcast. Besides that, also Championship on the Line and EYR podcast here, ladies and gentlemen. The best MMA podcast you can have here in Southern California. I tell you that right now.
In the world,
with three most incredible familia of all time. My blood right here. Of course, the host Chris Kennedy is still recuperating from touring, but we have a little video for him, which we'll show in a bit. Let me go ahead and introduce once again. This is the host of DV's1 IBC with my other host right here, because I have the Modest of Pain. I bring the pain to you in that cage if they can. They're retired, so I mean, I'm kidding, guys. I know you still got it somehow, some way, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, Richard and Alex from Championship on the Line podcast, and of course, we have the coach of all coaches, who just coached single-handedly 5 of his greatest fighters, and all of them won and kicked everybody's asses this past Saturday at Commerce Casino. If you missed it out, catch the replay, ladies and gentlemen. And because you know why? Because he brings that rage to you in that cage, and you better learn how to take that pain, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Rage, EYR.
Yeah.
That's right. But once again, congratulations, Coach, on your fighters that won this past weekend. And let the audiences know where can they catch this replay, because they definitely want to see your fighters on Fight TV.
Hey, so go to the website, fightersrep.com. Actually, go to YouTube, fightersrep.com, and the live stream of the event, Fighters Rep 13, is up on their YouTube channel, Fighters Rep. Yeah. So.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
So I was supposed to have 5 fighters on the card. 2 of my guys got injured. My light heavyweight broke his hand, and one of my guys got a concussion. Then we had someone else. So we had 4 fighters on the card instead of 5. So we had someone else. I cornered for somebody else out of Black House Redondo, and we went 3-1. We had 1 loss, but man, like knockdowns, KOs. It was and it's amateur kickboxing. My guys are amateur, and this stuff doesn't happen in amateurs. This is professional level finishes happening at the amateur event. But Fighters Rep is pro-am, professional and amateur. And I got to say, it is a phenomenal promotion. It's the best kickboxing promotion I've ever been involved with, and I dare say it's the best, one of the best American-based kickboxing striking. Yeah,
that's awesome. So we're gonna see you in the future again for Fighters Rep.
Yeah. So after you win, there's the in-ring. With the announcer, he does a quick interview. Then you go backstage, you get checked out by the doctors, and then you do the winner circles interview with Jim Crashers, with Youngblood, and Joey the Bull. And they interview the fighters. But they interviewed me. So apparently, if you have enough fighters knocking people out, they'll interview the coach. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome, man. Once again, congratulations, man.
Thank
Good.
you.
That's all phenomenal. But we can't wait. So we let us know when the next one. We can let our audiences know as well, so they can go ahead.
June 25th, Commerce Casino Event Center.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And half my guys are already booked for that event.
Nice.
So we just fought Saturday, and then we have a USA boxing tournament next month, or well, this month on the 22nd, and then June 25th, we're fighting in Fighters Rep 14. So we're cranking it out. We're fighting once a month: boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, catch wrestling, MMA. Yeah.
Awesome. I am looking forward for it. I am looking forward for it, man. Definitely. That's my birthday weekend too. So there you
Excellent.
go. Excellent, right there. But all right, gentlemen, we are here today on episode 17 to talk about the most talked about card and a stacked card of all time. Coming up this Saturday, May 7th. That is UFC 274. As of course, we have Oliveira versus Gaethje, Namajunas versus Sponsor 2. Oh, whoa. Chandler versus Ferguson. Man, what an incredible card coming up this Saturday. But before we get into the main card, as a matter of fact, I wanted to go ahead and ask you guys that's how we normally do, ask for the preliminary and the early prelims fights. So let me see if I can pull them up for you here. Let me share my screen very shortly. Let me see here. All right, let me share. There we go. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm having technical difficulties. Looks like I am. I don't know what the hell's going on. Here we go. Let's see. If I can share my screen. Okay. All right, here we go. And there we have it. So this is the early prelim fights that we have here. Tracy Cortez versus Melissa Gatto, Cleotis Rodriguez, CJ Vergara, Ariana Caranosi, Lupi Godinez, Journey Newsom versus Fernie Garcia. That is the early prelims. And also we have in the prelims here, Andre Villajo versus Cameron Van Camp, Randy Brown versus Chaos Williams, Macy Chiasen versus Norma Dumont, Brandon Roval versus Matt Schnell, and Blagoy Ivanov versus Marco Rodrigo de Lima, Francisco Trinaldo versus Danny Roberts. So there you have it right there. Those are the preliminaries and then the early ones as well that I just showed earlier. So which one are you guys looking forward to? So I'll start it off with the former champ. That's right. I'm looking at you. You're smiling.
Who's that?
Yeah, it's you. Yes. Go ahead. Yes. Go ahead. Take it away.
There's a couple of them I'm really interested. Randy Brown versus Chaos Williams is going to be a really exciting fight. Both guys I love to bang, and they're both very exciting. They always bring it every single time. Every time they fight, so that I'm looking forward to seeing. And also, another guy I'm really interested in seeing is Andre Fialho. Is a guy that we talked about when he fought Michel Pereira, even though it was a very, very tough loss, but he looked really, really good. Just made some minor mistakes and cost him for him to lose. But then he came back. And fought Miguel Baiza and knocked him out in the first round in 4 minutes. So so much improvement from Pereira fight came, and looked really, really good. And that was in April, I believe April 16th. So that was just a few weeks ago. So now he's back, and I'm excited to see what he can do in this fight coming up.
Awesome. Coach, which one you're looking for are these two, either early or prelims?
Usually there's like some really great prelims, early prelims. This seems just pretty par for the course. I like Chaos. I like watching him fight. I like Lupi. Lupi fought one of my teammates in LFA, and her hands are sharp. She's a Mexican boxer. Go figure. But she's got some good hands, and she's tough. Other than that, what Alex said, I'm not going to repeat, but he's correct. And I guess that's all I have to say.
Love it. Richard, what do you got for us, brother?
I'm kind of the same with Rage. I mean, like when everyone's saying, "Oh, this card's stacked," it's very stacked for a main card, but the premiums are so-so. Not a bad card, but I mean, for what you're getting in the main card, I expect like not every match is gonna be over the top of huge names. But the match that stood out for me is Brandon Royval versus Matt Schnell,
Yes.
because I mean, both these guys, most of their wins with both of them, I think, are submission. I believe like Smash Down has 15 wins, 8 are by submission. Royval has like 13 wins with 8 submissions. So it's going to be, a great grappling match. Both of them have hands as well. Royval is like comes out of the gates. I mean, I think he defeated Kaikar at France. He defeats Tim Elliott. And then he was just a fan favorite. He wanted to come back in the cage and get some matches right away. And then he struggled losing to Brandon Moreno, which is no shame in that. We know where he's at this point in his career. And Matt Schnell is kind of the same boat where he's kind of going back to back, like win-loss. So this is a big match for both guys. I think this is going to be – it might be how do I say it? More like a diamond in the rough, I think, for the prelims card. This might be a really fun fight. It might be a fight of night. Who knows?
And a winner could get possibly closer to the title, especially in the flyweight division too. So.
Indeed.
You could jump up ahead big time. So that match really stands out.
Oh man, yeah, definitely. I'm actually intrigued of looking for I'm looking forward to seeing the Trinaldo and Roberts actually. So I am looking forward to seeing that. I seen Trinaldo fight, of course, a vet, a great fighter as well. I mean Roberts, but I'm looking forward. Overall, I'm like Rage. I'm like,
So.
But the worst prelims and undercard of the UFC is always better than the undercards of boxing. So
that's very true.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Alex is like, yeah.
That's true.
It's because they don't. It is not that they're good. It's just they don't put it on TV.
Right.
That's the problem. We don't know who these guys are because they don't put it on TV. If they put it on TV, we know who they are.
Yeah, boxing's a different animal. Yeah. On the one hand, boxing was so bad in the 90s. That's part of why MMA was able to grow and explode. Boxing's making a comeback, but they're still stuck in their ways. And one would think that you would look at how the UFC is doing it, and it's like, let's make the best card we can make, rather than just, okay, here are the 2 main events and fuck everyone else. That's kind of how they do it in boxing. So
Oh man. All right, so now let's get into the main card, gentlemen. Let's get into it. That's right. Let's get into this main card. But before we give ours, let's hear the directors. Let's hear what he has to say. And
he goes last.
Yeah, he goes last.
Fuck it. He doesn't get it.
Chris, if you're watching this, there you go. I love it. Hell yeah. Thank you, Coach. Oh man.
That was cool.
That's awesome. I caught me off guard, I love it. All right, let's get into the first
I really don't know if Chris loves me or hates me.
No, he loves you.
Maybe a little of both. Probably a little of both.
It's a love and hate relationship. All right, let's get into it, gentlemen, for the first fight of the evening of the card. But before that, I guess a lot of replacements that happened. Of course, Ribas was supposed to fight Invictus atomweight champion Michelle Watterson, but she got hurt due to the injury, undisclosed injury. Might be a career ending.
Oh no!
Yeah. So that's what she is potentially going to that way. So hopefully not. Best wishes for her. A speedy recovery. And I believe in a lightweight bout was supposed to be happening between Michael Johnson and Adeline Patrick as well, but that didn't take place. I took a place actually 1 week because of undisclosed reasons too. So I don't know what occurred there. But let's get into the first fight of the main card, and that is, of course, Cerrone versus Joe Lawson. Jesus Christ, but this card is so stacked. I'm sorry. I feel like a kid in a candy store because Dana White's fucking giving me these fights, and I'm like, shit, I'm loving it right now. That's just me. But I'll start it off and then we'll go around. Just so Alice won't think that I'm copying you, Coach. So I'm gonna start it off. So there you.
I'll copy you this
Okay.
time. I'll copy you this time.
Oh man, what can I say about this fight? I mean,
The Legends fight.
it is a Legends fight. I mean, Cerrone. Honestly, I thought Cerrone should have retired by now. I know White has been. When they asked him a while back of Cerrone's career, is he ready to hang the gloves? I guess he's not. I mean, he's not ready to leave. I mean, but
For both fighters, though. I think for both.
but also just won recently too. So I mean,
But before he lost 3 in a row.
yeah, he lost 3 in a row. So this is a tough fight. I mean, man, I love Cerrone. I love Cowboy, so I will choose him by decision. I love him. That's just me. I'm going with my heart, not with my mind. So it's just the fact that this guy's a legend. He had phenomenal fights throughout his career that I enjoyed. I mean, wish he had the big, get his break. But it is unfortunate, and I mean, it's almost getting to that time for him. And I'm hoping, this could. I think for me, this fight does matter to him, and it's a must win. If he does, unfortunately loses, and I feel that Dana will just tell him, you know what, buddy, we appreciate you, but look, we can put you here backstage as a, either as a commentator or anything else. I mean, I'm hoping he'll still have a job, in some kind of role in the UFC, because he has put his blood, sweat, and tears in, obviously in the UFC for I don't know how many years so far. So I'm gonna go with Cerrone on this one because I want him to win, and I'm going with my heart. So I'll take it to you, Alex. Go ahead. Who do you got on this one?
This fight's really, this fight's really good, but it's just like, they're old. And I hate to see guys, there's guys that they overdo it sometimes. They go past where they shouldn't be able to be fighting anymore. And it sucks to see it because you hate to see guys like them that are legends and, and when you have fights like this.
This theme is going to reoccur. This theme is going to reoccur in a couple fights. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really great. I mean, because like I said, they're legends, and and the fact that they keep doing this, and it's sad to see. And I feel like sometimes when you see fights like this, it kind of ruins their careers. I mean, look at BJ Penn, who kind of overdid it, and and every single time seeing him fight it was just getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't want this to happen to these guys. So hopefully they do a couple more times, and that's it. But I'm gonna have to go with Cerrone in this one. I just think he has a little bit better stand up. I think he could dictate it where he wants it, especially when it's on the feet. So I'm gonna go with Cerrone, and I think he stops him in the first round.
Really? Wow.
I think it's gonna be a fast fight.
Bold statement there.
And especially when both these guys, not to be, to be honest, the chins are not the same anymore. If you really look at their losses, they've been stopped. Both of them have been stopped. So I just don't see this going to a decision. I see Cerrone winning by first round. You know what? No, I'll change it. Second round. I'm gonna go second.
Second round.
Because Cerrone's a slow starter. Cerrone's a little bit of a slow starter.
Of course.
So I'm gonna go second round.
Okay. All right. Richard, I'll take it to you.
I think all of us probably state the obvious. They're both fan favorites. Both heading up in age. I mean, I believe like Cerrone is 1 year shy of 40. So, I mean, they're heading up there, and you see their last recent fights. If you look both of them in the last 6 fights, I mean, Cerrone is in a losing streak of 5, and Lozon too is barely winning any matches. It's kind of tough to see. It kind of reminds me a little bit of when Matt Brown faced Diego Sanchez not too long ago, where they're kind of crossroads.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of a fun fight, a fan favorite fight, and that one of them's going to win in spectacular fashion because they're kind of both heavy hands. You just don't know. And this is how I feel with Lozon too. I feel Lozon could submit Cerrone. It might be early. Cerrone could knock him out in the second round. I don't think it'll go to decision. It's going to be a fun fight. It's a fan favorite fight. It's a great match to kick off the main card. So, but I won't be surprised if either guy wins. It's kind of tough to call. But I mean, I could see Cerrone, but I think Cerrone really needs to win this one for sure. But I'm going to go with Lozon. For sure.
Okay.
I would like with Lozon. I mean, you look at Lozon when his first fight was 2006 in UFC when he defeated Jens Pulver. When Jens Pulver was, a champ and then coming off, and then somehow they put him back in the Ultimate Fighter, which is crazy. After KOing Jens Pulver, but that's how long ago he's been in UFC. Lozon. I'm feeling old. Until the I was in the 6th grade, so that shows. I was 12 years old. That shows how long Lozon's been in the UFC. But man, it's crazy. Crazy.
I love it. I love it.
Let's not talk about old age, guys.
Hey, who said you were? No. Age is only a number. Okay.
There you go. Take a Foreman. Take a George Foreman. Championship at that age.
There you go. There you go.
All right. So, Richard, who do you? But okay, chosen.
I think I end up picking Lozon.
Or
see him
decision.
I'll say submission. I think he submits him in the 3rd round. I'll do something a little crazy, a little out of the box. We'll see.
Okay. Of course, last but not least, Coach, take it away.
So I think these odds are a little odd. Yeah, I don't think these odds are right. I think it's much closer than that. I think Lozon split decision.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. No hesitation, no explanation. There you go.
all the explaining. Well, I'm just kidding. What can I do?
Yeah, but we can say that these two individuals are future Hall of Famers for sure. And they need to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. And kudos to them. But let's say, all right. So it's 2-2 then, huh? So 2 for Cerrone and 2 for Lawson. Okay. All right. Now let's get into the second fight, and that is, of course, Mauricio Rua versus Osp Purdue. So I'll take it back to you, Coach. Who do you got?
So this is what I was talking about, the reoccurring theme of they're not retired yet. What? It was a few Shogun fights ago that I was saying, oh, he needs to retire. And Shogun is the same age as my friend Alan Joban, and they contrast each other. Alan Joban fucking did it right.
Yeah.
He went in there, he fought, he got out, and started doing commentary, and right. Shogun did it wrong. He took too much damage. He's lost his chin. He's slow, old, broken, and he should have retired a while ago. Now, OSP not looking so great, but because of everything that I just said about Shogun, I'm going to go with OSP. By decision.
Okay. All right. Take it to you, Richard.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, but I was going to ask Rage, you think it kind of hurts his legacy at this point if he keeps on continuing taking his fights?
Absolutely. I think he's already damaged his legacy. But with fighters, what happens when you start out, you got nobody cares about you, nobody guides you, nobody gives a shit about you. Then you start being somebody, and then you have people that manage you and help you and guide you, and then you get to a point where you're successful, and a lot of fighters then leave their coaches that got them there. They don't want to work hard anymore. They think nobody can tell them or teach them anything, and then they decline. But because they left their real coach or their real coaches, and then surround themselves with the yes men and the sock and bag carriers, those people are there as yes men and to get paid. They don't give a fuck about the fighter. So I don't know Shogun's exact story, but I would I would not be surprised if I just told it.
Yeah, right.
It sounds like
that-
you did. It sounds like you did just told that story.
But I've seen it. I've seen it at all levels. Um, I'm not going to say his name, but who I believe is the greatest mixed martial artist of all time. He went on a trajectory like that. And I've seen it in world champion boxers, and I've seen it in contender boxers where, okay, well, the money is declining, but you just stay in there because the money is still significant enough. Or you go over to Europe and do the opponent tour. So that you're the B side and you're gonna lose, but you're gonna get a lot of euros to be the opponent. So they do that. And sorry, okay, I'm talking too much.
That's all right. It's all right.
No, I like it. I mean, it helps because everything you're saying makes sense. I could see people in the circle being like, "Hey, only like your last 7 fights, you're 5-2." But I remember you said in the last show we did, like, "Yeah, but look who he's fighting." I mean, he beat Gian Vellante, which is we've seen what happened his last fight, the last few fights. He beat Nogueira, who's pretty much should retire as well. He beat Corey Anderson, that was a few years ago by split, and he beat Nogueira twice out of those 7 fights.
It's not bad.
So,
I mean,
it's not bad,
a
but
bad record. I mean, his last 3 fights. It's not bad.
it's not
It could
bad,
be way
but it's
worse.
not.
It could be like 5 losses in a row or 6 losses in a row, something like that. He's winning.
Right, but I'm
He's done.
comparing now to his peak,
Yeah.
who he
Yes.
was, right?
Yes.
And he's a shadow of who he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Those Dan Henderson fights took a lot out of him. So, like,
Those were the best.
Those were awesome, though.
Those were the best. And that's right there. They both should have just
right
laid
there.
the gloves down at the same time and left.
Exactly.
Right. That's when he should have retired. Is
Yeah.
after the Hendo fights.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, no,
you're not
for
going to
sure.
top that. You're not going to top that. And he didn't.
No,
No.
he did.
So what
Yeah,
do
it's
you got
kind
then,
of
Richard?
no, like you said, it's just tough to see. And I would pick jeez. I probably go Vince by decision. Oh, Vince isn't looking so hot either.
No.
No.
Which is how old is Ovince? How old is he? Because I know
OSP?
Shogun's 40. Yeah.
39.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
he's
up
up
there
there.
too.
He's up there too.
I've met OSP. He sparred. Oh, he sparred with one of my fighters at
That's
Black
cool.
House. Yeah. And then Troop and I got in an argument over body mass, weight, and weight cutting, and power to weight ratios, and so I still think I'm right. I think power to weight ratio is the most important thing, and
Yeah.
Troop thinks it's a variable, but he thinks that total mass and strength is important. But
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
however, we're talking. I'm a striker, grappler. He's a grappler, striker. So he's more of a grappler who strikes, and I'm more of a striker who grapples. So for striking, power to weight is everything.
Yeah.
For grappling, mass and strength are a little more important.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everyone has their biases. Everyone has their biases. So
Indeed, it could be debatable, of course, but it to each his own, But I understand completely.
yeah, OSP gets fucking big. He gets big. He fought at 205, and he was like 245.
He was heavyweight. Yeah.
Yeah, but when Troop was sparring with him, he was I was like, and he made 205 after that, and it was just like,
That's insane.
damn, bro.
Yeah. That is insane. Definitely. I'll go ahead right here. I mean, I agree with every statement both of you guys, and It is unfortunate. Shogun should have retired. Well, again, once he fought Henderson, that was it. They both, walked towards the sunset. That's it. Your career's over. Move on. But I feel money talks. So, I think by taking that, kind of tarnishes his legacy in a way. And it's an unfortunate. Still have respect for the man. But that fire that was burning is no longer there. You mentioned it at the peak, at its peak at the time. It's no longer there. The same go for OSP. These are another two individuals that are also future Hall of Famers as well. However, though, is just, obviously we're seeing because of the name drawing and their legends. And does this fight make sense? To be honest, in my opinion, not really. But it's a name drawing. So on this fight, it could go either way. So I will, but how you mentioned earlier, Coach, about OSP. So he does get big, and the man, yes. So I will have to go with OSP, and I feel this, and I have a feeling he's going to knock him out in the second round.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So he tells me he's going to knock him out in the second round.
The other thing another perspective to look at it, another factor that influences this, the UFC signs multiple fight contracts, and so they're burning out these contracts, and I don't know how many fights either of these guys have left on their contracts, but I would hazard a guess that once their contracts are up, they're not being renewed. So
yeah, no, I agree. I see that happening as well. All right, former champ, best for last. Who do you got?
So I know you were saying that the fire is not there. I'm gonna disagree with that because it's a rematch, and he lost to St. Cruz, and I think he wants to get even with him. And I heard that this is potentially his last fight, Shogun's last fight. So I feel like he's gonna go really hard in this one. He's gonna get everything he has, and again, I remember watching Shogun fight live when he fought Brandon Vera at Staples Center, and Shogun walked away with the victory. And I see this going the same way. I see him going to the second round. He knocks out St. Cruz, calls it a career, and walks away. And
nice.
That's it.
Nice.
So you see Shogun the second round? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir. Knockout.
Okay. Okay.
And I think St. Cruz is overlooking it. I think he's overconfident, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I think he got him the first time, and I think he's kind of a little bit overconfident, and I think Shogun might surprise him.
Okay.
It's pretty much whoever lands the punch will win.
Well, technically, yes. I mean,
and
of course.
Shogun could end it too, though. But if they both had power, pretty much, they both have a lot of power. Yeah. I think at this point, whoever just lands that big shot first, pretty much. But I think Shogun gets it done.
Okay. All right. We'll have to wait and see on that. I'm looking forward to it because, you know what? I'll be messaging you. Watch. I'll be messaging you. I'll make you sure. I'll be messaging you because I'll be for sure be watching that. All right. The third fight we have Michael Chandler versus Tony Ferguson. Whoo! This is it's one of the most toughest. And I'll go first, so you won't say that I'm copying Coach, okay? All right?
You can still copy after this. I don't care. You can be writing down when he says something and boom.
No, I'm running down your picks. I'm running down everybody's picks. I want to make sure.
Yeah, running our picks to see what strategy, and then you do your own version of it, and then
calm
that's it.
Down, Stephen A. Smith. Relax, all right?
If he lands one punch. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying that both the chins are bad. They can't take a punch.
Okay, I know. Yeah, that's true. I'm not. That's
what I'm saying. I said whoever lands anything is going to be over because they can't take punches.
OSP will do it second round. Mark my
We'll
word.
see.
We'll see. But
I was talking about Stephen A. Smith. If he lands his right hand on Joe Rogan, that's.
Oh, he's gonna get knocked out. No, you don't want to mess with Joe Rogan. I wouldn't want to mess with Joe Rogan. No, because then obviously after that knockout, you'll be seeing. That's what you'll be seeing right there.
And speaking of Joe Rogan, Did you all see Raymond Martinez, my fighter's spinning, turning sidekick to the liver knockout on Saturday? That's what Joe Rogan's kick is.
That's oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh man. So yes, now we're into Michael Chandler, Tony Ferguson. Man, this I'll go first. All right, so I'll get it on. Tough. This is tough, honestly. I like Ferguson too. I do. Chandler, on the other hand, he needs his win. My concern is with Chandler because we're all used to seeing him, putting all what he can on the first round because he likes to try to finish his opponents off in the first round. I hope this is not the case. I hope he strategizes better because Ferguson still is no joke, honestly, in my opinion. I just hope. I mean, I feel this is Chandler's last chance in order to be part of the title contention. So he needs his win. However, though, Ferguson is, like I said, he's not a nobody. He's somebody. And this one, to me, I'm gonna go with decision, and I will go with Chandler on this one because I would like him to still be around the top rankings. He needs this win to be in talks of getting a title, a title contention. So I will choose Michael Chandler decision. Go ahead, Alex. Take it away.
As much as I hate saying this, I'm gonna agree with you, Ivan. Yeah, like I said, I just think the problem with Ferguson is I just think his last 3 fights, he's lost all of them, and I just think he's taken so much damage, more than Chandler. Again, I think, yeah, like I said, I think if Chandler wins, it puts him back in in that title picture. And then with Ferguson, possibly retirement if Ferguson does lose, because that'll make it 4 in a row. And I like Ferguson. Has a lot of heart, very exciting to watch, but it's just not getting the job done.
But I don't see Ferguson getting cut though. Going back of all the prior wins, yes, I know he lost 3 in a row, but think about who he fought. I know they're not.
I don't think he'll get cut. I agree with you, but then again, he'll just be that exciting guy, pretty much to spice up the card. He'll probably be like a main guy in prelims, probably the main event in the prelim card or something like that, just to make some excitement. Like if you need a big name, put Ferguson in there. You'll get an exciting fight, but that title picture, he's just not there no more if he loses this one. But I see Chandler winning this by decision. I think he'll mix it up. Take him down. And also, Ferguson is not good at takedown defenses.
No.
Cannot defend a takedown. And Chandler could wrestle, and that's possibly what he's going to pretty much do. Pretty much what Darush did, and pretty much what Oliveira did. So, take that the game, put that in the game plan, and I think Chandler gets a done decision.
All right. Richard.
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, Chandler winning by decision. I'm really curious to hear what Rage is going to say because Tony Ferguson's kind of like a shadow of himself. I mean, those are tough 3 losses and nothing to, be ashamed of. I mean, he lost to Oliveira, he lost to Gaethje, and then he lost to Dariush. And Dariush, he just pretty much got mauled. I thought he was going to do something off his back, something exciting, maybe submit Dariush, but Dariush was just so dominant. And if Dariush can do it, especially coming from a wrestling background like Chandler, who's wrestled the best in the nation, he'll probably do the same thing and just be on top, be heavy hips, and do some ground and pound and try to finish him off and not get the decision. I just don't see Ferguson winning, sadly. And, we all love him. He's eccentric. We've seen what he does in press conferences. We see recently he was bashing Dana White. He makes the fights exciting and all eyes on him. But at this point, if you can't show any output and get a win, you're pretty much you're behind the line pretty much in a tough division. So, and like Alex said, it's sad to see he needs to win this. And he beats Chandler, he's back in that mix again.
Absolutely.
But I just don't see it happening. I see Chandler winning by decision.
Indeed. Well said. Best for last, Coach Rage.
Yeah, this one, is sad for me. I know Tony. Tony he wrestled under. Well, he trained wrestling under Kenny Johnson. Um, so I know Tony. I like Tony, but I think Tony should have stopped already. Now, I also think that Chandler and Oliveira are very, very close. Chandler almost finished Oliveira,
Yeah.
and then Oliveira was able to capitalize on a mistake that Chandler made. But they're kind of the same caliber. So I don't see a fight here. I see Chandler just running through Ferguson and Doctor Stoppage.
Oh,
Second round.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Especially that first round, he comes out.
Yeah, that's true.
But Tony's he's just he takes too much damage. He's taken too much damage over he used his toughness when he should have been more evasive, elusive, a little smarter. But he hasn't recovered and he hasn't been the same from what Gaethje did to him. And Chandler is just half a notch below Gaethje and right on the same par as Oliveira. And the same thing's going to happen.
Yeah. And if you look, too, they both have about the same amount of fights, something like 29, 31 fights. And it just seems like Ferguson has so many, miles on him.
Yes.
He just seems and then Lamus is pretty much the way to say just wasted. Like you said,
and
those are fighters that take the damage to put some out, but he just can't even. He can't. He'll take the damage. I get it to throw something, but he can't at this point.
Yeah, even if Tony had people to tell him that it's time to stop, Tony doesn't listen to anyone or anything except Tony. So it really for me it's sad, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It is. It definitely is. All right, now time to get to the co-main event, and that is, of course, for the women's strawweight championship. Of course,
how is this the co-main and not the main?
Well. Well, we'll debate about that after we get to the card. So this is the co-main event. Rose Namajunas defending her strawweight title versus Carlos Esparza. This is a rematch, of course. Esparza throughout her early career, Rose Namajunas' early career, of course, she lost to Esparza previously a while back, but they haven't seen each other ever since. So we know this is a different Namajunas. That's a fact. Mm-hmm. And and Esparza, of course, that's a different Esparza what we've seen prior to careers. So. Like I said, I'm going to get out of the way, Alex. All right. I'll get out of the way. I'll get this one. All right. No, man. I don't want to pick because,
you want me to go first?
No. You want to go first? Okay, fine. Go ahead. Go. Take it. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Better not write no. You better cover my pick.
Pick Esparza. Just pick Esparza, bro. Just do it.
Here's the thing. Like we said, I think we all agree. Namajunas, since the first fight they've had, Namajunas has evolved and obviously, pretty much skyrocketed all the way up. And honestly, I can't say that about Esparza. She pretty much stayed. I mean, she never really evolved. Her fight style is just it's the same game plan. It's the same style. With Namajunas, everything got better. Her striking got better, ground game got better, wrestling got better, everything got better. And then with Esparza, it's just, I don't know, it's just, she kind of just stayed the same with her style. And that's why I have to go with Namajunas on this one. I think she wins, but I think I'm going to go with decision on this one. Unanimous. I think she gets a decision win over it.
Okay. See, great minds think alike. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with you the same. I mean, I hate to agree with you, but I'm gonna have to here on this one, of course, Alex. Of course, I chose also as well. I'm going by decision, and it will be unanimous. But I'm hoping this fight could. I hope this fight could be hopefully the fight of the night. Maybe I'm hoping so.
Yeah. And I'm not saying Esparza can. I mean, obviously Esparza can win this. I mean, it's just gonna have to. I feel like she's just gonna have to change up a little bit, her game if she wants to, take the title home. But we'll see. Never say never.
Never say never. Absolutely. All right, Richard, take it to you.
Yeah, I think most of us gonna agree with the same. I mean, Namajunas by decision. I feel, but yeah, I'll probably go decision. I mean, I always been a fan of Esparza. I mean, Esparza's been around for a while. I think she was a former Invicta champion, then Ultimate Fighter, became the champion there. But like how Alex said, like she kind of didn't really evolve. I know she comes from a wrestling background, and that's her bread and butter. And if it's working, and it's why don't fix it if it isn't broken, and it isn't. She's coming off 5 wins in a row. Someone really close by split. I think she got a split win over Watterson and Rodriguez. But I mean, who knows? Carla could take it. I won't be surprised if Carla wins also. I mean, it might be a point where she just has Namajunas' number and she gets to win. It's happened before. The one fight that comes to mind was when Henderson fought Pettis. And everyone thought Henderson was going to starch everyone and be champion for years. And here comes Pettis in the second fight and defeats him in a spectacular fashion compared to the first fight. You just never know. I mean, those are fights that just come to mind. Matt Hughes versus Hallman. Matt Hughes was a mad truck. And then here comes Hallman beating him for the second time in a row somehow. And I can see that. I can see Esparza winning. You just never know. But the safe bet would be Rose Namajunas by decision.
All right. Coach, what do you got?
So I'm friends with Carla. Carla has trained with, again, Kenny Johnson. And her coach, Colin Oyama, shout out. I'm also friends with Rose's coaches. Greg Nelson, who is her grappling, wrestling, and MMA coach, and Trevor Whitman, who is her striking coach. I don't see a competition here. Rose, first round knockout. And Rose then moves to the number 2 pound for pound fighter in the rankings. And Bullet and Rose are going to stay there and they're going to clear out their divisions. Rose has improved every title defense, every fight. She gets better. But if you watch the Embedded, where she's with Pat Barry, Trevor Whitman, and Greg Nelson, and Trevor Whitman is holding pads for her. Her boxing is better than most professional male boxers. Trevor Whitman is moving forward and Rose is moving backwards, landing strikes. Trevor Whitman cuts the angle. She's still striking. He starts moving backwards. She's still striking. Then what she does is she steps off to the right and cuts an angle and comes with an overhand on the inside of Trevor Whitman. And that is how she is going to knock out Carla. She is going to step to Carla's left. She's going to step to Rose's right and then come with a big overhand right here. And it's going to be nap time.
I will be messaging that if that does happen. And I'll be messaging in the chat. I'm like, holy shit. Let's just call this one right here. The Nostradamus of UFC, man. I love it. Awesome. All right. And now with the main event of the evening.
Man.
Oh, yeah, man, for sure. And that is for the lightweight championship, as Charles Oliveira defending the lightweight title versus Justin Gaethje. So
these odds are whack. These odds
they're gonna change eventually. Watch. by Friday, these odds are going to be different for all of them. They're all going to be like last minute changes, especially weigh-ins coming up for on Friday. So I think that's where a lot of these people obviously will change the odds for sure once it goes towards the weigh-in.
Yeah.
But,
well,
I know. I don't. I agree with you.
Man, you can make some money on here if
Mhm.
you're into that shit.
Oh yeah, parlay. I can do a parlay. But betting man, of course. Win some, you lose some. So hey, but I still live to fight another day. But no pun intended. Next Friday. Oh man, love it. So I'll take it to you, former champ. What do you got on this
one? It's crazy. Out of all, the past Oliver fights, I think I've always chose like Oliver to lose, and somehow he's losing, and then he comes off and he wins. He surprises everyone. Like when he fought, Chandler. Chandler was finished up, and somehow got the win. I don't know, man. It's just like same thing. But then again, though, he's took shots. Oliver takes big shots. And I feel like he cannot do that with Gaethje. I think if Gaethje catches him, Gaethje will knock him out. And it will be early night if he gets caught.
When?
Not
if.
But here's the thing, though. He has to do it in the first or second round. If he goes past that, Oliver wins, in my opinion. I think Gaethje would have to really finish it early. I'm going to go with Gaethje. I think he gets it done second round. I think the kicks are going to be a little bit too much. The leg kicks, the punches, the mixing combinations, which he's very, very good at doing that. And, he gets it done second round.
Okay. Second round.
New.
Oh, new. That's right. Lightweight. Yes, absolutely. Yes. New lightweight. Yes. All right. I'll go for it here, man. What you mentioned earlier, Alex, about Gaethje needs to, finish it off. I agree. I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. Because Oliveira, his luck is running out. I'll tell you that. But how you mentioned, if he surpasses the first 2 rounds, but here's another thing too, though. Besides you mentioning that, it's also depending who wins those first 2 rounds. Maybe that's what the major factor is. We saw the example we saw with Sterling and Young. And that was a hell of a changer. This could be the same outcome, and if Gaethje needs to win this, he needs to dethrone him in the first or second round for him to win the lightweight title.
Yeah.
So, and on the other hand, Oliveira's luck has been what a luck, right? Like shit, he's gambling.
He comes off and he's getting beat up, and he comes out with his hand getting raised at the end.
Yeah, but you gotta give the credit with the man's credit's due. I mean, with his jiu-jitsu. So just because I'm gonna go, yes, I'm gonna go with my heart on this. I'm gonna go with it. Because the fact is that if this man surpasses the first rounds and wins one of them, then defeats him by decision, which I'm gonna go by decision. He was shocked for me. I don't know how he can take it. I feel that Oliveira, which I'll take Oliveira by decision. I feel like he'll shock everyone by him defeating Gaethje in unanimous or split decision. I feel it might go towards that way. But it's just the fact that as much as I would like to choose Gaethje, because man, he's his fight with Chandler, fuck. What can you say about it?
And Poirier too when he's
and Poirier as well. So it's just Jesus. This is insane. This is one of the hardest ones but I'm gonna gamble on this one. So I'm gonna go with Oliveira.
Wow, you're gonna gamble? Wow.
Yeah.
You take the same.
Yeah, I take split. Split.
Split.
Take a split. I think it's gonna be a close fight. If it goes past the first 2 rounds. And if it's 1-1, it's going to be a close fight, honestly. That's just how I feel about it. I know that I'm not taking it the smart way, but I'm going to go with Oliveira on split decision. Richard, take it away.
Oh, it's so difficult. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you said, "Oh, now we reached the main event," first thing that popped in my head, Gaethje by knockout, second or third round. And then when Alec was talking, I'm like, decision Oliveira. And I'm like, I just don't know what to choose. I might as well just flip a coin when I make this pick on Tapology. But I mean, the fan side of me, I like Oliveira. I mean, Oliveira, I feel like his best bet was to win by submission. 20 out of his 32 wins are by submission, so that'll be his best gamble. I just feel like Oliveira's grown so much. I just could say positive things about him. I mean, from his Frankie Edgar fight, he's grown from that by facing a pure wrestler, then fighting a striker like Felder and getting knocked out, I believe, like in the second round a few years ago, and then growing from that. I mean, I feel like he's always evolving and getting better, and then he must be carrying a horseshoe when he's doing his ring walk, because you just never know with him. I mean, he was in trouble with Chandler, and he weathered the storm. Now we're proving it. Hey, I can weather the storm and take some tough punches, but you're facing someone who's Justin Gaethje. And Gaethje, went the distance of Chandler, and that was a tough fight, and he'll just throws an onslaught of punches. And he comes from that wrestling background. He plants his 2 feet, and he just throws. And if Chandler eats one of those punches, or like when eats one of those punches, he could get knocked out pretty easily. But shit, man, it's tough. The fan side of me is saying Oliveira by decision. I think he could shock the world and get a decision win. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But yeah, we'll go with that for now. I might switch my pick.
Oh, what? You can't do that.
No,
You can't do that. If Alex and I cannot switch our... Look, coach is telling you right now,
you guys always switch your picks. That's bull.
I never switch my picks. Never,
never
ever.
switch our picks.
I'm copying a play from Alex's book. Okay, he'll switch his picks.
Hey, I've never done that. That's never been
That's
proven.
what I'm doing.
You cannot prove. I have no proof in that.
He does. He is your brother. Okay.
And in a few seconds, I'll copy Ivan's playbook by just copying one of Rage's picks in a couple of minutes when he talks. So I just got to decide who.
All right,
we text right before he does his Tapology.
I know. After we're done with this, Rage will be like, "All right, well, tell me your real picks. Who do you really?" I know that was all fake for the show, but tell me your real picks now, and then writes it down in a notebook.
He's like that desperate gambler at the horse track for the horse race. Or give me the scoop. Give it to me. Tell me who's gonna win.
And then shakes his hand and gives him like $100 bill. Thank you for lying to them, and then gives them the picks.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
$100.
Right. I was gonna say what?
What, dude?
That's half a tank of gas. Come on now.
Oh my. Right?
And a pack of gum.
There you go. Take it away, coach. It's all yours.
And new KTFO round 1.
Whoa!
Round 1.
Wow.
Yep.
These are the most quickest picks that I've seen, coach.
I gotta get the why.
I got insider information.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't just Jeez.
We're not Meltzer, right? We can't ask.
Yeah, that's true. We're not Meltzer. Yeah,
we're not Meltzer. And Meltzer does also, he does MMA as well. He does cover that. So, wow, it's amazing how it really Gaethje first round TKO. Yes. All right. So now you want to copy him, Richard?
Not TKO, not TK, KTF.
I heard that. Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Fuck out, Jesus!
Wow.
Murder, death, kill.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't see any chance of him winning? I mean, would you be surprised if Oliveira somehow got the W?
No, I would not be surprised if. Yeah, I'd be surprised if you survived.
I was like, what?
I would be surprised if Oliveira makes it out of the first round with Gaethje, and I really like Charles. I like what he's done, but Gaethje.
Let's see. We got from Cage by Q here.
Gaethje is prepared and focused, and this is the best Gaethje that's competed ever.
Wow.
So Yeah.
Man, let's see. We got Cage My IQ. What did he say? Let's see what's going on, Dan. How are you, brothers? Thank you for tuning in. 2 straight fights. The Bronx has been knocked down round 1 and has come back to win. He can't keep it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can't
absolutely right. And he can't do that with Gaethje.
Yeah.
You cannot do that with Gaethje.
No.
But as we saw, Gaethje's striking is superior to Chandler's.
Yes.
And Chandler was this close to finishing Oliveira round 1.
Yeah.
Gaethje is now even better and sharper and in better condition than when he fought Chandler.
Yeah.
I can attest to this. Again, I'm friends with his coach. Anyway.
Yeah, we're not. No spoilers. We are.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
You'll see at the fight.
We'll see. We gotta see the fight, but I definitely like I said, I from my mind, I want to choose, Gaethje, but this is the fight I'm putting more of my heart into this. The fact is because I like the fact to see Oliveira's luck's running, but his luck could run out with this one. So, but like I said, if Oliveira does win, this will be the highlight of his career. The names that he's defeated. Of course, I'll mention one thing, and it wasn't like, oh my god, the best defeats ever. No, because it were by decision. Your luck was there. So I'll say that straightforward.
But I do think that this division, this weight class, is currently the most brutal, the toughest in the UFC. Actually, I'll go as far to say in MMA. Actually, I will go as far to say in combat sports.
Definitely. I mean, look at the rankings. I mean, okay, you have Gaethje, Poirier, Makovich already at 3, Darush 4, Chandler 5, Dos Anjos 6, Ferguson 7, Giuseppe 8, McGregor 9, Fiziev 10, Arman at 11, Gamrot at 12, Hooker 13, and Riddle at 14. So I mean,
Riddell at 14. Like, that's a beast. That's a tank. That's a killing machine, and he's appropriately ranked at number 14. Right? Arman that you mentioned, he's the next big thing. I promise you. I know him, but he's coming. He's coming.
He's coming. Okay. All right. But so, okay, let's say Gaethje does win. Who's next? I mean, when? I'll put it for you guys. When
no. If he wins, who would be next?
Yeah.
Good question.
You think Makovich is ready for Gaethje?
It's not. It doesn't matter if he's ready for it or not. That's it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense. As far as money, dollars, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe something what Khabib did to him, and Makhachev's pretty much going to copy that game plan.
Let's see. Arman, Cage Mike, you mentioned Arman has gotten so much better from his debut against Makovich. Agreed. Yeah. He has.
But look what he did to Makovich. That Arman was Makovich's toughest fight.
Yeah.
And that was Arman's debut in the UFC. Brutal. I think Alex is absolutely right. That Islam is next. But Dariush and Gaethje haven't danced yet. So I think Makhachev is next, and then some pieces are going to move around. With Poirier, Chandler, Gregor Gillespie. Rafael Fiziev, right?
Yeah.
Armand, and Brad Rydell. These are the people that are going to be
Yeah. But like how Cage
making
Manage
things happen.
mentioned, he just
What's that?
mentioned he just added right the winner of Makovich and Darush most likely should
Yes.
happen.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Are they fighting?
Are they? You know what? I don't know. You haven't heard anything if they are or not. But if
They were
they are,
supposed to in the past.
They were supposed to, but I don't know if
yeah,
it got remade or not.
I'm wondering too if they ever got remade. I haven't looked into that, but that'll be very yes. If it does happen, it should be the winner of these two, and who will face the winner of this fight Saturday for sure.
Yeah, and something about this weight class that's interesting. As I was going down the list of the rankings, like
It's in the
usually
works. Okay.
usually when you have number 10 and number 15, they are so far apart. But in this weight division, the skill level between the 10th ranked and the 15th rank is this far apart. This is a stacked division.
It is. It is most indeed it is, and which brings me to the question to all of you, which will be the fight of the night? Which means feel like it will be the highlight for this main card. So I will take it to you, Alex. Which one do you feel that will steal the show? Which will be the fight of the night for this
Main event. When
main
Gaethje
event?
wins.
Okay, Richard, who do you got?
Yeah, main event most likely.
Main
Like
event.
Rage says, you know.
But murder, this is gonna be a murder.
Well, so are we talking fight of the night or knockout of the night or performance of the night? Right.
Overall.
Fight of night, I think is going to come unexpectedly from the prelims or early prelims.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think Rose is going to KTFO, and I think Gaethje's going to KTFO. I think Chandler is going to just run through and Doctor Stop Ferguson. So none of those are going to be fights of the nights, but they might be performance of the night or
Right.
knockout of the night. And then the other fights on the main card are not candidates for fight of the night. So fight of the night, I think, is going to surprise us. Come up from the prelims or the early prelims. That's how I see it.
Yeah. And yeah, I agree with you on that. But I do want to see that overhand from Namajunas for sure. I want to see that. So I'll be paying attention. I'll be messaging. That's for sure. And let's
Actually, go. It's let's see.
see Cage My Shoes, but they just announced was it Viziv and RDA to rebook too. Okay.
So it's UFC 274 Embedded Vlog Series Episode 3, and at 3 minutes and 6 seconds, you'll see Rose doing pad work with Trevor Whitman, and the end of it, you'll see what I'm talking about, where she cuts that big angle, does a jab step, steps over, cut step, overhand right. It's impressive for a professional boxer to be doing that. And
I'm gonna have to see that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But okay, now let me ask you, gentlemen, on this. Now, okay, Namajunas beats Esparza, let's say, right? Then what's next for her then as well? You mentioned earlier that she's gonna be she's number 2 going to number 1 pound for pound, right?
No, she's number 3 going to number 2. She's not gonna displace Bullet. She'll be number 2 after Bullet.
I'm looking at it here. It says pound for pound. Let me see what I'm looking at. I am looking at Pena at 4.
Yes.
Namajunas at 3. Nunes at 2. Okay, Shevchenko at 1. Okay. So but what's next for Namajunas? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm like, what will be next for her? Because that division, I mean, I don't know what that division, honestly. I mean, don't get me wrong.
She's going to have the same problem
She's gonna
that
have to move up.
Shevchenko has, that Nunes had. She's going to have the problem that there will not be competition for her. She's beaten Wiley twice. Rodriguez is not ready for her. Mackenzie Dern, no. I'm sorry.
Near.
I like Mackenzie. I know Mackenzie, but she's not ready. Jessica Andrade is not capable. And then you start getting silliness. Amanda Rivas, Tisha Torres, Amanda Lemos. And then, like Angela Hill's still ranked. What? It's just, I love women's MMA. I love it, but it's a different sport than men's MMA, and the divisions are shallow because there's just not the talent pool. There's just not the numbers. So then what happens is this phenomenon where you get the queen bitch who is just that much better than everyone else trying, and we're going to see it in all the weight classes. If Amamda gets her shit together, Amamda, not Amanda, Amamda. She's a mommy. If she gets her shit together, but I don't think she's going to. I think she's going to do. She's shooting the Ultimate Fighter now, right? You guys know this?
Yeah.
Yeah. She and
Pena,
thank you, are coaching on the Ultimate Fighter. Then they're going to do the rematch, and then I think Amamda retires. And I do not think that Pena is going to be dominant the way Nunes was. So the new interesting hot is going to be the bantamweight. Is that bantam or are they lightweight?
Yeah, it's bantam.
Or featherweight.
Bantam.
Sorry, bantamweight.
Well,
is there a featherweight?
Yeah,
yeah,
Nunes has a featherweight still. She still has it.
Is there? But so I'm on my phone clicking on the featherweight division, and it has Amanda Nunes as the champion, and no one after her.
No one after her.
There's no one ranked. There's no one ranked. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. 145 pounds is not that big, but there aren't a lot of female athletes don't like fighting.
Yeah, I mean, but if there is, let them know, Coach. Where can it come and see you?
Fuck yeah!
Make up the baddest bitch on the planet. Let
Fuck
them know.
Yeah! If you are a psycho bitch and you want to become a raging bitch, come to Hawthorne. Sweet Science, Boxing and MMA, Train with Rage, and the IR Division, EYR, Engage Your Rage. Actually, let me extend that to any females, any weight, but especially 145, 135. Come see me.
Absolutely.
And
go.
watch Fighters Rep 13 to see that I'm not full of shit.
No, you're not.
Because
so.
I've got amateurs that have trained with me for less than 2 years, pulling off shit that 10 years you shouldn't be able to do.
Oh, now look who came in, the director. Chris
now my turn. No, Chris, you don't get a turn.
All right, well let's show the director's video.
Rage is the captain now.
Rage said earlier.
Rage is the captain.
Rage is the captain, Chris. So let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and play the director's pick.
Jeez.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear it.
Come on, Chris, we can't hear you.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to. How can I do this? How can I add? This is the audio to this. Jesus Christ. I wasn't able to download this. How could I have the audio? That's interesting. Let's see. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching this, I'm trying to add your audio, but it's very difficult to add your audio, unfortunately. Let's see.
That's a sign.
Is that on his T-shirt? Is that the anti-cat?
I believe so. It is.
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely audio. So there is audio. You can hear it, but they can't hear it. So let me see. Let's see. Let me try. Let's see. Nothing. Can you guys hear it?
No.
No.
Come on, Chris, loud enough.
Okay. This is what happens when you send it in a Dropbox and I can't play it. I couldn't download this video, so that's the only problem. So I'm trying to download it. You said, where's the audio? You sent me the audio version? Okay, so let me go. Where's the audio version? Let me go back to the Dropbox. Where's
Okay,
the
but
audio?
before we leave the video, let's point out the Fate Destroyed merch in the background and Chris Kennedy Guitars on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go,
And
Chris.
I swear that's the anti-cat on his shirt.
Where is I don't see your Chris, I don't see your
Jeez.
I don't see it. Where did you send me the audio? I do not see the audio at all, and I'm checking my Dropbox. Nothing, sir. This is all bad. We're live.
We're live, pal. We're live, pal.
Hey, we're live, pal. I'm looking for your video, pal. Let's see here.
Technical difficulties.
Unfortunately, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. I know we're live. We're trying to get Chris's picks on here. This is why you should join the show, buddy. And you should give me your picks.
Oh, wow.
No, you know he's a busy man. I understand. Let me go back to the
Rockstar.
Dropbox. He's a rock star. Let's see. All right. Where's he? Is it this the audio version right here at the bottom? Yes. Is this it?
Try it. Nope.
Nope.
Still very low.
No. Still way low, right?
Low. Mm-hmm.
Did you guys hear anything at all?
No.
We
No.
hear it. We're just low.
Barely. It's super low.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Okay. You said the link is on the Facebook Messenger. Okay, that's this one that you just sent. Okay. See, you send it, and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it, Chris. We're not.
Facebook Messenger.
Oh,
He said.
Messenger.
Yeah.
Oh man, I have to open my Messenger. How do I? Let's see. Oh, I see what you mean. Hold on. Where is it? No, I don't see your audio.
Jeez.
I don't. Open in Messenger. Okay. Where is your audio, sir? No, I don't see it, Chris. I apologize.
I mean, basically, he just said all the same thing I said.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's smart like that, you know.
Yeah.
He's coming in. Oh, no! Whoa!
Basically, he just said all the same.
Hold on. Let me turn off my YouTube. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. My music's playing in the background. I got a bunch of shit. I didn't clean up my house. It's all fucked. All right. Let me try share screen here. I don't even know how to do that anymore. Wait. Let me just put it here. Okay. That's so weird. It doesn't play.
Oh, it
It's
just cut out
fucking
again.
playing. It's fucking playing in the other thing. Let me share screen.
Can we get subtitles?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you. You're good.
Let me find fucking screen share. Jesus Christ. Because I hear it.
Oh, we can hear your profanity.
That's good.
Are you looking for the video, Chris?
So when I pull it up, I have audio from the Dropbox, but
Just
not
see the
here.
pics.
All right.
So
Fuck, my video was
scratch the
really
video.
good.
Just give it live. Just give it live.
All right,
Yeah,
all
just
right,
do it
all right,
live.
all right. I'll just say what I said earlier. Donald and
Which is
Lozon
exactly
have like
what I
100
said.
fights. Yeah, Donald and Joe Lozon have 100 fights combined in the UFC. Donald is just better at everything, including stand-up, so he's going to get a KO in round 1. OSP and Hua rematch. It's going to go down the same way. Early KO by Hua or by OSP. There's a GIF of Hua riding a skateboard when he got knocked out from the last one. That's a great GIF. Go watch that. Chandler and Ferguson. Ferguson's going to be all goofy, weird, and Chandler's going to keep a good head and get the decision. Rose and Carla. Rose has won every rematch, but never won by a finish, so she's going to go to a decision.
Interesting.
And I never pick Charlie. I always pick Gaethje by KO round 1 to end new, and that's all I got.
There you go. What is the who is on your T-shirt? Is that the anti-cat? Death metal. Death meow.
It should say that. I'm also in my underwear, so like, don't look.
Oh, okay.
You woke me up for this? Jesus Christ! I'm just kidding.
I didn't wake you up for this. Oh wow! I tried. I tried to play the video.
It's there. No worries. But that's my picks. And still, so appreciate it.
Wait, is it and still or and new?
And both.
Oh, still for Rose and you for Gaethje, pretty much.
Ah,
Yeah, I think I've been watching most of this episode, and I think it's just we all have the same picks. It's not, somebody picked fucking Hua to win this. What are you smoking? Who picked Hua actually? Unless it was Coach.
Oh,
name.
Alex.
Yeah. All right. Have fun with that one.
We'll see when he wins.
Did somebody pick Tony?
nobody
Nobody
picked
did.
Tony.
I think nobody
All right.
did.
Good. Everybody picked Cowboy, right?
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No,
I
he
picked,
picked Lozon. Rich picked Lozon.
I picked Lozon by split decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard
That's
too.
fair.
Decision.
That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Did everybody pick
All right.
Rose?
Somebody
Everyone
said
picked
KO or something, or no?
Well, no. It was acknowledged there's a possibility that Carla could tough it out and get a decision, but I think, I think. Did anyone pick Charlie? Charlie O? So we all picked the same?
I picked Charlie. I'm the only one that picked Charlie by decision.
Yeah.
I've never picked Charlie, and I'm always wrong, but like, he's due. Like, I think someone said that like you can't get out if you can get to the third round with Gaethje, maybe, but like, he's just I picked Gaethje against Khabib. That's how faithful I am in that one hand punch. So
There you go.
Great example for that.
That's a rematch I want to see.
Yeah.
yeah, that would be cool. Or Charlie and Khabib if he wins, make that happen.
If he wins, yeah.
Yeah, if he wins, that would be that would pretty much be it. All right, I'm gonna go back to doing other stuff.
All right, brother. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for your
No
visit.
worries.
Thank you for visiting. There you go. Then there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, this is a hell of an episode, man. Love it though.
Comes
Well,
over
yes,
profanity and then he comes and then leaves.
Oh yeah, he added the underwear too. There you go. all of our audio platform listeners.
I'm wearing sweatpants. So
There you go.
Yeah, shorts.
There you go. Make sure to subscribe to Champions About the Line podcast and also follow Coach Rage. And make sure if you want to be part of the EYR family, make sure you reach out to them on the social media platforms. The description is right below. There are links to everywhere you can reach them. And also, follow Coach Rage because, man, you want to be a part of that. You want to be that bitch. Yeah, you better be hollering this man because he will make you that bitch for sure in the world.
And can we shout out Bulletproof Troop?
Woo!
Oh yeah! Shout out to Bullet, man! Congratulations to Bullet.
His new success with
Control your narrative.
Control Your Narrative.
Yeah, man. I'm very happy for him, and I'm glad he's getting his push. And phenomenal talent, besides in the octagon, now in the professional ring. I'm very extremely happy for him, and I can't wait to see where his career will excel more than what it is right now. He's just barely at his peak. It's just
he's got a rocket ship.
He's
got a rocket on his back. Just
yes, he does. But yes,
Awesome,
ladies
guys.
and awesome. I cannot wait, man. I can't wait. We'll talk about it shortly. But yes, but there you have it. We'll be back next week as we'll be giving our thoughts, of course, on Wrestling Recap 274, which I'm looking forward to because who's going to be and still Tapology World Champion. That's me. That's right, Alex. You're not gonna be. Well, can we get Richard for God's sakes to win something?
That's never gonna happen. Okay.
I've been a runner-up.
He's been doing this over a year and he's never won one. Okay. It's just never gonna happen.
That's not true.
He's never won one, Rage.
He's never won one at all.
Not one time.
I've been a runner-up like multiple times.
That's not even possible.
No, it's true. It's very.
You guys
possible.
don't even understand. No, you don't understand math. You don't understand statistics and how that works.
Really? He's never won one, Rage.
I mark my word. If we get Rage to use Tapology, he'll be the champion right now. Nobody will.
Why would we want to do that, Ivan? Why would we want him losing every week? Every time.
Why
we
not
want to do that?
We want a challenge or what? That's a challenge right there.
I don't want to have to give him some defeats. I don't want to have to do that to Rage.
Wow.
See, yeah. Thank you. I actually have a very delicate ego, so I do appreciate.
There you have it. We'll be back next week, hopefully by the next Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on our social media platforms. We'll announce when we'll be back for giving a recap. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in here on Circle Debate Championship EYR MMA podcast, the best podcast you can have here in SoCal. Ladies and gentlemen, that's right, because we're Cali boys right here. We're Cali men, not boys. I'm gonna get that corrected right there. But yes, we don't just make podcasts here, man. We all, especially the Coach Rage, we make fucking history. There you go.
Oh, well, he said it too.